Here, now we have to discuss some other things. If there is a hyperbola like this, its center is this, and the directrix comes on directrix are like this. This is center, this is S, this is S dash, X axis, X dash, Y axis, this is Z, Z dash, A dash, A. Then we can here A and A dash are the intersecting points on X axis by the hyperbola. That means if you divide these 2 points divides SA in the ratio E is to 1 internally and externally. So AA dash, we call AA dash as, which is on X axis, as transverse axis. Transverse axis is AA dash, and length of transverse axis, length of transverse axis is AA dash is equal to 2A. We already taken in that way. Now we have to discuss about y axis. This y axis, on y axis, in previous proof we take b square is equal to a square into e square minus 1. That implies b is equal to root of plus or minus root of a into root of e square minus 1. Here there is 2 points, plus with plus 1 and with minus 1. On y axis we have to take 2 points b, this length b and this length b dash, same with opposite side, same length but opposite side. Take this as point b, this as point b. CB is equal to b and CB dash is equal to minus, let b is a point on y axis and as b and b dash are points such that CB is equal to a into root of e square minus 1 and CB dash is equal to minus a into root of e square minus 1. So that we can look at b and b dash. Then we call b dash as conjugate axis. That we call what we call conjugate axis of parabola. Conjugate axis is b dash, and length of conjugate axis, conjugate axis b dash is equal to 2b. This length is b, this length also b, with opposite sign b dash. Okay, I think you have some clear idea about hyperbola. What is the focus, what is the directrix, what is the conjugate axis, what is the transverse axis, what is the length of transverse axis and length of conjugate axis of the equation is x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. We are discussing only about the hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. Okay. Now further we will go to some other points. Here, if we take any point on parabola p x comma y, then s dash p minus sp is constant. There is no need to prove it. It is very simple proof it is, but there is in ellipse s dash p plus sp is equal to constant, but here s dash p minus sp, that depends differences of focal chords. That means length of focal chord higher, that means mod of S dash P minus SP is equal to 2A. The simple proof is there, but there is no, I don't want to prove it. You have to remember this, which are important point. It will come in your MCET exams also. This point is very important point. S dash P minus SP is equal to 2A. Next point is, now we will go to discuss some points. Notation. If S is equal to x square by a square minus y square by b square minus 1, then S1 notation. Already we know very well, x1 by a square minus y1 by b square minus 1. S12 is equal to x1 x2 by a square minus y1 y2 by b square minus 1. S11 is equal to x1 square by a square minus y1 square by b square. So that if there is a ellipse or a hyperbola like this with the a dash a dash is equal to 2a, we know that, and also bb dash also equal to 2b is equal to 2a, then a is equal to b. If a is equal to b, what will be happen in this? X square by a square plus y square, minus y square by b square is equal to 1. If b is equal to a, then x square by a square minus y square by a square is equal to 1. That implies x square minus y square is equal to a square. This also we have to discuss. X square by a square minus y square by x square minus y square is equal to a square. In this, if we draw a circle with the on transverse axis as a diameter and with center C, it will be like this. This we call auxiliary circle. This we call auxiliary circle. If A is equal to B, then eccentricity, what will happen? Eccentricity is equal to, we know that root of A square plus B square by A square. If A is equal to B, A square plus, instead of B, we can write A square by A square. That means 2A square by A square under root A square at root. That means root. In this way, in this case, eccentricity is equal to root. This we call if A is equal to B, the eccentricity is. Here we have to discuss another point, that is, if there is a hyperbola with a x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. In this, length of transverse axis TA is equal to AA dash, length is equal to 2A. Conjugate axis is BB dash and length is equal to 2B. Okay. Here we will change one thing. If we draw a parabola like this, a hyperbola with the center C, here A dash A, x dash, y y dash. Here conjugate axis is, suppose this is b, this is b dash. Conjugate axis is 2a, that means a dash, and transverse axis is a dash and conjugate axis is bb dash. If we draw another hyperbola with reversing these two axes, that means by interchanging these two axes, that means conjugate axis of first one, this is s1, yes, let this is s. Conjugate axis of s will be changed to transverse axis of next hyperbola, that means s dash. We take is equal to x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to minus 1 will become. Here we call this hyperbola conjugate hyperbola of s. That means transverse axis will be changed as conjugate axis and conjugate axis will be changed as transverse axis, interchangeable. So that we call second hyperbola is called transverse hyperbola to given hyperbola. If s dash is equal to 0 is a transverse hyperbola to s is equal to 0, then s is equal to 0 is a transverse hyperbola to s dash is equal to 0. If s is equal to 0 is given hyperbola, then s dash is equal to 0 is a transverse hyperbola, then we can say that s is equal to 0 is transverse hyperbola to s dash is equal to 0. Those two are vice versa. Now we have to compare hyperbola with the transverse hyperbola. How these two are? The equation of hyperbola may be x square by a square, s is equal to minus y square by b square minus 1 is equal to 0. Then transverse hyperbola may be s dash is equal to x square by a square minus y square by b square plus 1 is equal to 0. Here center is equal to c is equal to 0 comma 0. Here also center 0 comma 0. C is equal to each symmetric with x axis, it's symmetric with y axis. It's also symmetric with y axis and that also symmetric with y axis also. So foci maybe AE comma 0 plus or minus s is equal to. Here foci s is equal to 0 comma plus or minus b in this way in transverse hyperbola. That means equation of directrix maybe x is equal to plus or minus a by e. Here equation of directrix may be y is equal to plus or minus b by e. Axis is y is equal to 0, that means x axis. Here x is equal to 0, that means y axis. Okay. Here we have to discuss one another thing. In the hyperbola, transverse axis a dash, length 2a. Conjugate axis bb dash, length 2b. Here these two are interchanged as transverse axis bb dash, this length 2b. Conjugate axis a dash, length 2a. In that way, we have to compare with these two hyperbolas. If center 0, 0. If center changes, what will happen? Then if center change move to h, k, then the equations may be taken as x minus h whole square, center if center h, k, here also h, k, then x minus h whole square by a square minus y minus k whole square by b square minus 1 is equal to 0. Here x minus h whole square by a square minus y minus k whole square by b square plus 1 is equal to 0. What about focus? Here h plus or minus ae, 0. Here 0, k plus or minus b. This is the coordinates of focus. Here also h plus or minus a by e. Here equation of this k plus or minus b by e. Here axis is y is equal to k. Here x is equal to k. Transverse axis and conjugate axis may remain, no change. Okay, we have to discuss about, we have to follow these rules while finding the equation of hyperbola. Okay. Next thing we have to discuss. In both cases, eccentricity E, I have forgotten, E is equal to root of a square plus b square by a square. But here E is equal to root of a square plus b square by b square. We have to know the difference between these two. In general, given parabola, a square plus b square by a square is the formula for finding eccentricity, and a square plus b square by b square under root is the formula for finding eccentricity in the conjugate hyperbola. Okay. Next day, so there are some points to discuss. In textbooks, there I don't write on the board that the end of lattice recta. What is lattice recta? Already we discussed in parabola and also ellipse, focal chord, lattice recta. What is that means? Lattice recta means focal chord which is perpendicular to axis and passing through S. That means focus is called lattice recta. That means suppose this is S, this point L, this is L dash. Similarly, here S dash is there. Then the perpendicular line, focal chord, that means L1, L1 dash. These 4 points are called vertices of lattice recta. Two lattice recta are there. One is on right side and one is on left side. If this is C. We know that the coordinates of S are AE, 0. Then AE, we can write b square by A. 2b square by A. This is AE, minus 2b square by E. Here, this is minus AE, 2b square by A. Here, minus AE, minus 2b square by A. Okay. By using the distance between these two, we can find the coordinate, y coordinate, that means the ordinate of L and L dash. Okay, there is no need to prove it. The equation of tangent at any point on the, suppose P is a point x1, y1. If we draw a tangent to the hyperbola, then the equation of tangent at P is S1 is equal to 0. Equation of tangent may be taken as S1 is equal to 0. And the equation of tangent at theta. Theta means you can take any point theta is equal to A secant theta, B tan theta. Any point, it should satisfy the equation x square by a square minus y square by b square equal to 1. Then if we put take theta is equal to a secant theta minus b sin theta, we have to verify one type. Instead of x, we put, instead of y, we can put this one. That means a square secant square theta by a square minus b square y square minus sin square theta. Sorry, tan theta, tan square theta, LHS by b square get cancelled, a square get cancelled. Secant square theta minus tan square theta, this is nothing but 1 is equal to RHS. By taking a secant theta, b tan theta instead of x1 and y1, this point satisfies at any time on the curve, hyperbola. It satisfies the equation x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. So, we call x is equal to a cos theta, a secant theta, y is equal to b tan theta, are called parametric equations where theta is the parameter. Okay. By using that tangent, equation of tangent at theta, a secant theta, b tan theta may be taken as x by a secant theta minus y by b tan theta is equal to 1. Okay, that is the equation of tangent. The equation of normal may be taken as a square ax by secant theta, ax by secant theta plus by tan theta is equal to a square plus b square. Sorry, a square plus b square. This is normal. This is tangent. Equation of tangent at theta. In general, we can write at p x1 y1. Equation of tangent may be y is equal to, right here, just right. Equation of tangent is S1 is equal to 0. Normal we can take as a square x by x1 plus b square y by y1 is equal to a square plus b square. That means the normal at a point P x1 y1 on the curve, that means hyperbola x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1 is a square x by x1 plus b square y by y1 is equal to a square plus b square. Yet p theta on the curve, the equation of tangent may be taken as, the equation of normal may be taken as. If y is equal to mx plus c is a straight line with a slope m and c is the y-intercept, it should be to be a tangent to the parabola x square, hyperbola x square by a square minus by y square by b square is, condition is to be a tangent to x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1 is c square is equal to a square m square minus b square, where m is the slope of tangent. Slope is the tangent. By using that, we can equation of tangent may be taken as y is equal to mx plus or minus, instead of c we can write root of a square m square minus b square. This is the equation of tangent in slope form. Okay. These are the main points to discuss in this chapter. There is another point is there. Before going to problem solving, we have to discuss that also. That is asymptotes of hyperbola. What are asymptotes? There is a definition. A non-vertical line with the equation y is equal to mx plus c is called an asymptote of the curve graph y is equal to f of x if the difference of f of x minus mx plus c is non-zero and tends to 0 but not equal to 0, where x tends to infinity or x tends to minus infinity, y tends to 0. Okay, y is nothing but f of x. The difference of f of x minus mx plus c should be tends to 0 but not equal to 0. Okay. Then we call y is equal to mx plus c is a asymptote to the any curve. Similarly, here we discuss about hyperbola. If given hyperbola is x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1, that implies b is equal to b by a root of a square x square minus a square. From this we can derive that b is equal to, y is equal to, by taking subject y, we can prove that b by a into root of x square minus a square. By that condition, we can, if there is a hyperbola like this is the center. If a straight line which is passing through origin, the center, these two lines are asymptotes. Y is equal to, I am not going in depth in this particular concept. Y is equal to b by a x or y is equal to minus b by a x. These two are the asymptotes of this curve s is equal to 0. Okay, by using this, if we rewrite this as asymptotes, or if we rearrange these terms as ay is equal to dx, here ay is equal to minus dx. That implies, or we can write in another way, y by b is equal to x by a, or here y by b is equal to minus x by a. If you rewrite this, x by a minus y by b is equal to 0, or x by a plus y by b is equal to 0. These two are the asymptotes of this equation. What is the combined equation of asymptotes? X minus a by y minus b into x minus a plus y by b, that is x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 0. That is the combined equation of asymptotes, and there is a constant k. So we can take, if we know the asymptotes, then combined equation of asymptotes and plus k or is equal to k we can take by for knowing the parabola. Okay, we have to use. Then if s is this much, then s dash may be taken as x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to minus 1. Then s plus s dash is equal to, what will happen, 2 into Plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled. 2 into x square by a square minus y square by b square. Then the product of these two asymptotes is equal to, if we take that is a, x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 0. Let this is the asymptotes. Combined equation of asymptotes is equal to a. That means s plus s dash is equal to 2a. Instead of a, we can write 2a. We have to use in some bits this concept. Okay. Next we will go to problem solving.